The prophets Isaiah and Jeremiah. Different time, same mission. The callings of the prophets Isaiah and Jeremiah share some similarities, but they also have distinct differences. Let's take a brief look at the similarities. First, divine encounter. Both prophets experienced a direct encounter with God at the time of their calling. Isaiah had a vision of his majesty in the temple in Isaiah 6, while Jeremiah heard God's voice in Jeremiah 1. Also, both were told that they were chosen from before they were formed in the womb. For Jeremiah, it was in chapter 1, and for Isaiah, it was in chapter 44 and 49. Second, both were commissioned to speak to the people of Israel. They were tasked with delivering God's messages of warnings and promises. And finally, both delivered messages of judgment and restoration. The prophets conveyed messages that included themes of judgment against Israel for their sins, as well as promises of future restoration and hope. Now, let's take a brief look at the differences between the two prophets. First, context and timing. Isaiah's ministry took place during the latter half of the 8th century BCE, primarily in the southern kingdom of Judah, during a time of relative prosperity, while Jeremiah's ministry occurred later, in the late 7th and early 6th centuries BCE, during a time of great turmoil leading up to and including the Babylonian exile. Second, the nature of their calls. For Isaiah, his calling was depicted in a dramatic vision of God's holiness and majesty in the temple. He also volunteered to be sent to the people after witnessing this vision. For Jeremiah, his calling was more personal and intimate, with God speaking directly to him, assuring him of his presence despite Jeremiah's initial reluctance and feelings of inadequacy. Third, personal challenges. Jeremiah faced significant personal challenges, including persecution, imprisonment, and isolation as he delivered his messages. His writings often reflect his personal struggles and laments. Isaiah's writings, while also challenging, do not emphasize suffering to the same extent. And finally, style and content. Isaiah's book is known for its poetic and visionary style, with a strong emphasis on the coming Messiah and the ultimate restoration of God's people. Jeremiah's writings are more prose-oriented, with a focus on the immediate issues facing Judah and the impending Babylonian conquest. The prophets Isaiah and Jeremiah played crucial roles in guiding and warning the people of Israel, each with a unique approach and message tailored to their specific historical contexts. Their missions, specifically Isaiah's, helped to bring God's salvation to the ends of the earth, indicating a universal scope. It highlights the idea that God's plan for salvation extends beyond Israel to all nations. Both prophets addressed the Israelites who were scattered throughout the nations in their time as we are now. Their prophetic word from Yah to Israel and Judah still applies today. It's a different time, but same mission. Father is raising up his Isaiahs and Jeremiahs today to wake up his people. Let's all repent and seek Abba, for we are not forgotten. Shalom.